Hello everyone, my name is SiC. Welcome back to Humankind, where we are playing with the new DLC, Together We Rule. Now, before we continue on, I would like to point out that I do now have set up a Ko-fi page where you can support the channel directly by donating either a single amount, like once, or setting up a monthly payment. If you so desire, that would be absolutely amazing and deeply appreciated. But of course, there's no need to see any of the content that I make. With that out of the way, let us continue with our playthrough. We are currently on turn 94, about to go into turn 95. But one thing I noticed while loading into the game is that these guys actually don't really have our color anymore. They used to be blue. Now they're gray. We do still get full line of sight. I do think that in the meantime there has been a patch, so that might have changed things. Because when we open them up, they are still a client state. We share a lot of kinship. The only thing that I stopped doing since last episode, of course, was bribing them with money and influence. Which, you know what, for the time being, let's actually reset that. Let's go ahead and do that. Apparently, we have 76% share of total patronage right now. 132 patronage from all empires, and we have 100. So another person has started influencing these guys. That is important to know. That's extremely good to know. We'll influence them a little bit more with actual influence. And then, yeah. End the turn right there. Ah, there we go. Now that we started doing that again, they came back under influence. That's good to know. Now, mounted warfare has been researched. We get night raids, plus 15% ransack gains on army, that is okay. Parade, plus 5 experience on creating units, and we get access to horsemen. Now, we could build 2 more districts, and I do have to say, in about 3 turns we finish stone rings. That counts as 1. Urim is making the forge, and Chang'an over here is making a maker's quarter. We need 2 more. So in 3 turns we would have that. Oh, we got a curiosity, right? That's nice. Alright, what do we want to do with these guys? Our swordsmen. We should probably go out and explore a little bit. Or as much as we can, anyway. But on the next turn, we'll have them move into the water. Meanwhile, the Greeks here want to trade luxuries, which I am okay with. We'll go ahead and accept. And then for San Lorenzo, we need to start building something new. Stability is moving up to 78%, so we might not want to build another district, but there are plenty of other things that could prove useful for us. Plus 9 industry from Lumberyard, for example, in 4 turns. I'll go ahead and take that. That is pretty decent. And as for research, we have 2 options, but let's see what they move towards. We have siege tactics, which is leading into military architecture. Foreign outpost, which leads to seafaring mastery. The cog. Great fish market. Chivalry would be nice, so we can make hamlets, but for that, what do we need? We cannot go there yet. Imperial power, then feudalism, but we're not at that point. So either siege tactics or foreign outpost, but siege tactics allows us to increase the size of our army, and that is nice, that is important. Since right now we can only have 4 units in an army, then we can go up to 5. Making us much more defensible, at least for the little while that we have it and enemies don't. Let's see, if we go ahead and support this, that doesn't change anything. We can go with the paper mill, since on the next, and pretty soon we will not be able to make it anymore, so we'll go ahead and build one right there. We'll actually buy it out.
What is being built with those 5 makers' quarters?
And then we'll start another one, because why not? Alright, Builder Star has been earned. Perfect. With that out of the way, we can move on. Let's see. Only a few have been taken so far. The Ghanaians have been taken, the English have been taken, the Umayyads have been taken, and the Norsemen have been taken. Now, we have several options, one of which would be the Bulgarians. The Bulgarians are another diplomatic culture, I think, yeah. They would have Victor's Honor, +5 leverage against the defeated empire in a battle won without losing units. That could be pretty decent. And then they have the Kniaz Library, +3 influence, +3 stability per territory following your state religion. That does not benefit us very much. +2 turns before being converted by others' religion on territories and counts as a commons quarter. Yeah, we don't really have a strong religion. In addition, they get the Bagaturi. They are a ranged unit with a ransacker boost. Combat strength bonus after performing a ransack. Well, no. We could go with the Taino. These are from the South America DLC, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure. A well-tended seed can grow in the harshest conditions. +5 food per number of territories in your sphere of influence on all cities. That is pretty good. Depends on how much influence we are making, of course, but that's not bad. In addition to that, they have the Beatty. And I guess, yeah, they are a farmers civilization. The Baira Hunters are a ranged unit, of course, and they are canoe fighters. This unit receives no penalties from rivers and is able to attack other units without having a clear line of sight. Interesting. And this is also pretty good. But I feel we are falling behind on production, so maybe I want an industry-focused civilization. Now the Aztecs have Huchli Apochli's glory, +2 land movement speed on units, so they can move really, really far, -20% on unit industry cost. None of that is particularly good. Well, it's okay actually, it's not bad by any means. Could shave off a turn on unit production. And they can move further, so that's nice, but it's not really what I'm looking for in terms of production. They have the Sacrificial Altar, which provides +5 faith, +10 stability, +2 influence per adjacent district. Counts as a religious district and a commons quarter, and we can sacrifice population on the city. And we would get access to Jaguar warriors who have fervor, which means no combat strength penalty from damage, which is actually pretty nice. But let's see what else we have. The Byzantines with the Varangian Guard. There's very heavy focus on money. The Franks, to do what is right, we must know what is right. +10% influence. That is actually pretty nice since we are... Well, we're already going pretty hard on influence, I think. Then they have extra influence in science on the scriptorium, as well as the Frankie Militates, which we could actually make, because we have 2 iron and 2 horses. So that is, actually we should consider this, you know. Especially since we've been going hard at science already since the start, at least with our culture and other choices. This might be a good choice. The Teutons, spurred by faith, again something that is focused on religion, which we don't really have. But then the Khmer are also a decent option. +3 industry on makers quarters. We have several of those, so that's an immediate boost. Then we can make the Barai, which provides +5 food, as well as +4 industry per adjacent river, +1 worker slot on city or outpost, counts as a maker's quarter and farmer's quarter, and we get the Danvi Gaja, which we can also make with 2 iron and 2 copper, and they are an elephant platform, which ignores all penalties from fighting in melee, and they are a range unit. That's pretty good. Mississippians, haven't done those yet. +3 industry on industry producing districts built on a river. Same for money, same for food. That's actually pretty decent. A Sacred Mount, -50% industry cost reduction of adjacent districts. That is actually pretty interesting as well. +2 money per adjacent district. And on religious districts, +3 faith, +3 industry. And the Cahokia Raiders. Raiders Ardor. Each enemy unit destroyed in battle increases this unit's Ardor combat strength bonus. The Ardor bonus lasts until the battle is over or this unit is destroyed. Interesting. Then we have the Mongolians, which I'm not really interested in, and the Swahili. Lots of stability boosts. That's kind of nice. And the Bandari is a unique district, plus 3 money per number of unique types of resources available. We have several actually, so this would be a pretty good choice. And then the Metepe, a naval transport. And they are a nimble craft. It allows embarking and disembarking instantly, but is damaged by spending consecutive turns from ocean tiles. Yeah, it's not bad actually. But I'm leaning towards Khmer or the Franks. But in this case, like I said, I feel like we're falling behind on industry. So actually, let's do the Khmer. The first time we're moving away from our diplomatic cultures. That's what I was looking for. So what am I saying? We could still make a paper mill. Let's see if we have a decent option. I guess not really, because we need a river. Right, that's true, I remember now. What else? 7 turns for +7, +14 industry, that's nice. +6, +2, +6. Let's go ahead and grab the forge, I suppose. Let's end this turn.
Wisdom and technical innovation from earlier eras bring humankind new knowledge, and we immediately use it to find new ways to kill each other off. Greater empires build more powerful armies, but brute strength may be defeated by superior innovations. It is brains versus brawn, with ever richer cities as tempting spoils for the victor. For innovation and brute strength, the Khmer present you with sophisticated hydraulic engineering and ballista-equipped elephants. I like it.
I suppose I do too. Alright. Let's see what else we can see. There's not really many places that we could go to explore new lands. Though I suppose, yeah, you know what? Let's actually have them link up with our other army. Make a group of 5. It's going to take them forever to get there, but that's okay. Now, in Unuk we can make a Barai. Let's have a look. Holy hell. That is powerful. Plus 26 food, 32 industry, 1 science and 2 influence. At the cost of a little bit of stability, which is actually going up. That is so strong. We are also losing food, however, in 16 turns. So we are able to finish this and get a huge food bonus for that. Definitely grabbing that. And then the Barai over here, 3 turns. 19 food, 24 industry, 2 influence. Man, that is powerful. It's way beyond my imagination. Army lost at sea. Yeah, they need to move over here for sure. Not their automatic thing. Alright, King Beowulf, the Ghanaians, has cancelled an agreement.
Friends or foes?
Alright, so we had monumental factors. I guess they finished what they wanted to build.
Feel this proposal would benefit
the Mauryaans. Open borders. Yeah, why not? They are pleasant. We'll keep them pleasant. Now, San Lorenzo over here can build also a Barai. 9 food, 29 industry, 2 influence. Man, that is good. And then land and freedom. The empire is a vast, glorious land of mountains and grasslands, stretching countless leagues and full of wonders and mysteries. Over many generations, your people have subdued many of its corners, but now you must ask the question, to whom do these lands truly belong? Land rights. So, inherited land or communal land. We could claim, attach and merge territories with money. We're not making a ton of money, but plus 10 food per number of attached territories on all cities is much better.
Why should individual wealth and political connections determine the status of something as timeless as the land?
Fellow peoples. Multiculturalism. Fellow peoples, I guess, would be Dur Kurigal Zoo over here. It doesn't really show. But since we have several cities, I think we're just going to go ahead with monoculturalism.
That should help with simplicity and keep things focused. Depending, of course, on where you go next.
Alright, so we could also attach another territory to Chang'an over here. The question is, do we want to do that? We could turn it into a city, but we would reach our max and we cannot really attach any other territories to it. We could attach it to Unuk. Unuk is not doing particularly hot here. Yeah, I guess we'll keep it as a separate territory for the time being. Because I don't want the stability decrease. Alright, siege tactics have been researched. Okap has converted to a new religion. Sumerians, shamanism. Now we are getting somewhere. We're slowly but surely pushing out animism.
A constructive relation.
Alright. Sold gold to ruler Wang Senyi for 90 gold. Sure.
A proposal for you.
I want to share maps. Alright, that is interesting. The Greeks. Let's actually
No
have a
doubt
look.
this independent people possess sophisticated customs,
Medius.
rights, language, and beliefs. I do hope you're going to treat them well.
Alright, so they already have 242 patronage from all empires. We have a ton of influence, however, so we could actually establish contact here for very little. Let us also build up a little bit of influence. We cannot see, I think, if they belong to someone else already. But I guess they, well, they didn't get assimilated. They might be...
A new independent people. And who are they? Time will tell if they are helpful, helpless,
a
or
client
hysterical.
state. That's the word I'm looking for. A client state. Alright, let's try this again. How many turns? 8 turns to get there. 9 turns to get onto the river. Sure. Why not? Now, we have unlocked access to new technology, and with Imperial power, we can now move on. Ooh, the spy. This would be kind of cool, because it is a new unit. Pikemen, crossbowmen, prowlers, and the spy. Actually, let's go ahead and grab war summons, though I was originally tempted to get feudalism for the extra food, on tile producing food. And of course the home guard, which is an improvement on our city defenses.
5 farmers' quarters for 1 city.
But
Somebody is
spies,
going down
man.
in history with the title of the Satiated.
Alright, so let us see what we can do to improve stability here. Grab an aqueduct for plus 20. I think we will definitely need that. As for builder, we can set 1 city at a time into land racer mode. All the money and science are converted into industry. The mode lasts for 10 turns and can be toggled off. Alright, so that will be important, I think. Let's actually get the Barai finished off with some money. We'll start building the Pyramid of the Sun, because honestly I should have done this ages ago. Where do we need to build it? 1 neighboring district must be the main plaza. I see. So we'd have to build it there or here. Next to any city would do, I suppose. We could build it over there. What else? We have Urim over here. No, this one would be a great production city. This is an interesting place. Let's actually go ahead and build it there. I think that's pretty cool. It's more for space than anything else, though I guess San Lorenzo could also use the boost to its stability that provides. As soon as any other city is done, we are going to help out the production. Ooh, but we should not forget, because I was going to actually select builder mode for 10 turns. That shaves off a significant amount of turns, actually. Of course, it's going to slow down our research. This shaves off another 2 turns. And that shaves off another turn. Perfect. And then the growing faithful. The empire's religion grows. More and more followers coming into the faith every day. Some practice their beliefs through ceremonies led by priests, while others guide their own worship. It is time to give blessings to one of these means. I don't particularly care, but I guess personal rights would be okay.
There are some things that are best done alone.
So it is at least faster to build more religious districts. We are slowly converting everyone. There's another religion, Christianity, over here, and polytheism over here, and a neutral territory right there. Alright, so I think we got to generating our religion just in time to safeguard it against other influences. Swamp fever, crap. During the construction of San Lorenzo, your workers dug through to an area of boggy, dank ground. Since then, a strange and terrible disease has afflicted a number of them. The symptoms are always the same: fever, vomiting, headaches, and in too many cases, sudden death a few days later. Some claim that the gods are punishing us for our arrogance in erecting so magnificent a structure. Others, however, share stories of a similar sounding affliction blighting other lands. We could attempt to better understand the sickness, or perhaps it would be wiser to appease the furious force responsible for this fiendish curse. Could honor, study, or ignore? In this case, I think we want to go with study, so we get some extra science. We'll keep moving our swordsman along, of course. Alright, will you accept this offer? Share maps. Sure.
How can I say no?
Our people will
Expel
rejoice.
military forces. Well, we don't have enough leverage. We definitely want...
Pastoral English. Leave them to their farms and everything should be fine.
Greetings, sovereign.
That's interesting.
I ask only that you always be courageous and sincere.
Soviet hammer and sickle for the English.
It is my great honor, as the leader of a great people, to greet you in their name.
They're jealous of our success. Good. Yeah, what else? Let us build something for... yeah, this is going back up again. Actually, we should probably... there's nothing else that we could build for stability. Except perhaps for a commons quarter. That's not great. Maybe build something else. Plus 20 for industry for the watermill. That is crazy. Too good to leave behind. We'll grab that. A swamp fever 4. Mercifully, certain easily made compounds cause the sickness. Dubbed malaria by some, to lose its bite for those who contract it. While separating the infected slows its spread dramatically. Doom has been averted and construction on San Lorenzo may continue without threat. We get learning on San Lorenzo for 10 turns. Plus 15 science per turn. We're generating 252 right now across the empire. Urim converted to a new religion. Sumerian shamanism is doing well. Perfect. Spreading everywhere. Meanwhile, we can pick a new tenet. Many have already been taken, but we have respect the seas, bounties, left, shelter the true oracles, and smite the unbelievers. Plus 25 experience on creating units on all cities, minus 1 unit upkeep on unit, and plus 1 maximum. I think that's actually pretty decent for building a good army. We'll grab smite the unbelievers.
This arrangement
And treaties, non-aggression pact. The English,
Yes.
sure.
You have my... How can I...
There's no way to really... well, yeah, we could cross over here and start a war against... Who are these guys? The Maurrians.
Presence in a cold world.
But we don't really have good reasons to. And we have a non-aggression pact with them as well. Oh, look at that. That's finished.
You may never know what the Teotihuacanas called it. As one of the world's largest pyramids, I call it amazing.
200. fame for that. That is perfect. And we can claim another one. We should do so as soon as possible. We have 3 options left. The Great Mosque of Jenny, plus 25, plus 40 stability, plus 5% additional fame, gain bonus multiplier in Empire. That is actually pretty nice. Unlocks the repeatable constructible crepusage in the city where the wonder is built. What does that do? I have no idea. Notre Dame, plus 1 faith per research. This is very religious focused. I don't really like it. The Todaiji, plus 20% percent to the amount of turns before being converted by others' religion on city or outpost. It's actually not bad if you want to keep our religion here. But the fame bonus, I think, is the greater, most important thing to grab here. So that is what we're going to do. Now then, Unug. Needs to build something else really quick. I guess we'll grab the public fountain for 1 turn of production time, you know, it's pretty good. This is going up to 98% now because of its new world wonder. So we could go with something else here. Plus 8 science, pretty decent. Plus 3 money, that's not great. Plus 4 industry, plus 10. Plus 3, plus 2. Food is doing really well. I guess we could go with the watermill. Then as for Chang'an, we need some stability here as well. Before we do that, we might want to build some palisades on the city. Then religious tolerance. Sorry. Let's actually have a look. Plus 3 influence on territories if territories following your state religion. Okay, we could have that. Or religious hostility. Plus 5 faith on territories. Adds a new grievance against empires with a different state religion. This could be good for our warmongering.
I don't think you'll go down in history as Ivan the Tolerant.
We'll go ahead and grab that then. And after this we should probably start making some more units. But War Summons has been researched. The embassy has completed for Supreme Ruler Wang Senji.
We welcome this opportunity.
Alright, so the embassy, we could do something with that. But they're quite far behind us. I don't think it really helps us too much. Can build each other's emblematic units, diplomatic cooperation. And actually this could be interesting. Humanitarian aid, but this one, because they are away, where are they? Which territories do they control? They are right there. They could collect things from the Greeks over here. Maybe, but they're behind us, really. So maybe it doesn't even really help us in that way. Meanwhile, Afar is over here. 496 patronage. That's crazy. We have 5% share of total patronage. Okay. We're not going to win those people over. Oh, and they're over here as well. It's not bad, I suppose. Let's go ahead and do that actually. Since they are needy, they are weaker, they're loyal and open. They're pretty trustworthy.
Peoples need this.
Your proposal is promised.
And it's signed.
We accept it.
Nice. Alright, so now every time that they grab leverage, or we grab leverage, that gets shared between our people. Ooh, and we get to upgrade some people. So we can upgrade the pikemen or the Lian Nubing to crossbowmen. Or these guys to pikemen, I suppose. Not sure if that really makes them stronger. These guys have 24, the pikemen have 31. But since they're both together, they might still reach that level. I'm not entirely sure how much of a bonus we get, really. What else? Stability is going up a little bit here. Charcoal kiln for +5. We could grab stone walls for 1 turn. That's not bad at all. As for research, Let's grab feudalism now then, or military architecture gives us the Danvi Gaja. Let's go with that one actually. Get our unique unit up and running. Alright, Sumerians shamanism up and running. Then these guys. Anything in particular that is strong? Plus 10 science. That's decent. Barracks. The walls, of course, would be nice. Nothing wrong with that. But I wonder if there's something that is stronger for us to get. Plus 11 food in 2 turns. Plus 22 food in 3 turns. Let's actually go ahead and grab artificial reservoirs there. And as for Unuk, still working hard. Let's grab aqueduct in 1 turn. Then remnants of other faiths, unbelievers. I don't particularly care too much about either of these. Let's ignore that one for now. We'll do 1 more turn because I've been playing for some time already and it's getting quite late in the evening as well. Made an agreement proposal.
Friend, let us get business out of the way. So
Scientific correspondence. These guys are probably very far behind, yeah. They're in the classical era. So this would benefit them and not me. So I'm going to go ahead and refuse.
Not inflict this proposal upon my people.
That does not help me in the slightest. It only helps my opponents. And that is no bueno. So let us go ahead and grab a public fountain over in Chang'an. And then in Unuk, what else could we do? This is going up to 100% with a 2% surplus. We could, in fact, try to build a commons quarter. Though that doesn't benefit us a tremendous amount. Plus 10 stability over here, but we will lose a lot of food and production. Plus 10 over here. It's not really necessary. You could build another Barai, since it's so strong. And we can build another one right there. So that is the way to go, I would say.
The world's 3rd largest reserve of freshwater happens to be solid.
Perito Moreno Glacier discovered. Nice.
A great mausoleum has been built. Perhaps the next question is, whose body goes inside?
I was going to do 1 more turn and then, you know, the last turn was supposed to be the last turn and I clicked end turn. That's just 4x for you, I guess. What do we want to do here? They're going up to 2% surplus. They cannot really make the unique district. Of course, industry is always important, but in this case we might want to grab stone walls. And with that, this video now comes to an end. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more. And I will see you guys for whatever video I do next.